My name is Siddharth Pandey, and I come from the Shimla Himalayas of North India. Primarily trained in literary and cultural studies, I am an interdisciplinary researcher, writer, and artist working at the interface of aesthetics, materiality, landscape, and environment. The project that I am doing at the Global Disconnect Centre basically is studying the Western Himalayan region of Himachal Pradesh through the dual lenses of dwelling and ecological aesthetics. And my basic line of inquiry that I'm taking here acknowledges the rootedness of everyday Himalayan life within a shared sense of aesthetics, vernacular aesthetics, and also the rootedness of those aesthetics within the natural topography of the Himalayas. So, whether we are speaking of indigenous architecture or folk musical cultures or handicrafts or paintings, all of them, I'm arguing, rely on an intensely specific understanding of the natural landscape, because it is that landscape that is supplying the materials and also the imagination for these imaginative and lived aspects of Himalayan life. And it is these aspects grounded within the natural topography that lend a specific sense of identity, belonging, and sustainability to the everyday life of the people residing there. My project relates to the overarching theme of disconnectivity at the Global Disconnect Centre simply because it develops or evolves as a response to the number of disruptions, interruptions, absences, and gaps that have come to characterize the landscape of the Western Himalayas, but also the Himalayas at large. Now, as we all know, it's nearly impossible to study disconnectivity without also studying connectivity or connectedness. And the way I'm thinking of connectedness in my project is through certain ideals of rootedness in the natural landscape that have been there, that have been alive for centuries together. But also thinking about disconnectedness or disconnectivity through a certain sense of uprootedness or a deracinated identity that has come to characterize the Western Himalayan landscape, especially in the last 3 to 4 decades. So, owing to the pressures of uneven urban development, unregulated tourism, illegal mining, and deforestation, there is a rapidly evolving sense of fractures and fissures that is coloring the everyday life of the Himalayan landscape. And it is in response to this sense of disconnectedness, this sense of something that is amiss, that I am hoping or aiming to create a critique based on a critique that brings together the variety of ecologically attuned practices of everyday living that have been existing for centuries in the Himalayan landscape. And I'm doing this not so much in terms of a nostalgic interpretation of the past, but more in terms of creating a holistic, healthy dialogue between history and the contemporary zeitgeist.